So you guys can tell from the title, I'll be making some wreaths today and they will be on a budget. So let's just jump right on in and get started. As you can see, I am making a bulb wreath and I also got the frame from the Dollar Tree as well as the bulbs. Now, a lot of them were left over from a previous year's decor, so I didn't have to spend anything on them. But in the lower right hand corner, I did have to buy a couple more small ones, very miniature ones from the Dollar Tree. So what I'm doing now is just going on the center rail with the medium-sized bulbs, and I am just going to try to make them as uniform as possible. Now this is my first time ever making a bulb wreath, so it was definitely a learn as I go experience. So yeah, I learned a lot, you guys. So some of the things that I did learn was it is better to map out where you're going to put each bulb instead of just getting into it the way that I did. I just really assumed I would just be sticking balls all over the place, and because they're symmetrical and so is the wreath form, that everything would be just fine, but that was not the case. Because of the amount of space that each bulb takes up, you will have gaps and cracks that you should definitely account for, and that is something that I did not do. So that is just something I want you guys to keep in mind if you're going to be making this season or for next season. You are going to need to map out, make I guess you would call it a pattern of your bulbs. So as I was doing the project, I realized because I did not have a specific pattern, I didn't leave them out, I was just sticking them anywhere. I had quite a few gaps. And so I decided to spray paint this piece of cardboard gold as to, not have too much see-through through the wreath. And it came out pretty well. Not as perfect as I would have hoped or as a professional would have done it, but it did work out very well. So I don't have to tell you guys how quickly hot glue dries. So here I am just really trying to make a go out of this very quickly and trying to get it glued down as much as I can. And because it's wire and it's not a flat surface, of course it's not very secure. So what I did just to try to help it out some is I use these pipe cleaners and I put some holes through the cardboard and just try to secure it that way as well, just for a little extra security. So here was my inspiration as I was looking online. There's $85. Even the cheapest one I found on Target was over 25 bucks. And I just felt, for about 3 packs of the ornament bulbs and a wreath form, I could do much better on my own. Now, as I said, these are not professional, but they are cute and they are festive, and I am really satisfied with the way that they came out. On to my second wreath, you guys. I am doing a gingerbread candy theme for the front porch of my home this year. So this is what this wreath is going to be. And here go my supplies. I have got a new wreath form, an evergreen one from Hobby Lobby, and it was 50% off. I've got some ribbon from the Dollar Tree as well as Sam's Club right here. And I've got these ornaments that are for my tree, but I thought a couple of them would look really cute in the wreath. I've got more ornaments that I intend to use on the tree as well, but I do think a few of them can be used on the wreath. I've got these picks. I don't end up using all of them, but I do use quite a few. These candy picks, the lollipop picks, a couple of just plain old red ornament bulbs, and I grabbed up this gingerbread figure. I'm just going to decorate him and put him on the wreath as well. So the first thing I'll be doing for this wreath will be making the ribbon, making the bow out of this ribbon. So I'm cutting it about 23 inches, and because I want, the loops to be a certain length. I want the loop to be about 6 inches long. So I need some tail, and I have to account for the bunching. So about 23 inches does it. And I will be layering this bow. So I am going to do 4 pieces of ribbon of the striped candy cane look that you see here. And then I will be doing 3 layers of my second ribbon that has the words Merry Christmas written on it. Now, both of these bows have wires in the edges, which make them easy and very moldable. So I would definitely suggest, if you are going to try to do a bow on a wreath, definitely get the ribbon that has wire edges. So now I'm just ducktailing them, nothing fancy. If you like to cut them at an angle, that's perfectly fine too. I usually don't do dove's tail, but I thought it'd be really cute. I'm not really big on making ribbons. I can do it, but it's not something that I'm great at. But I'm pretty good with the tutorial. So now I just stack the bows on top of each other, with each design interchanging, and I am using a pipe cleaner to wrap all the pieces together. This is super simple, and there's nothing much to it. I don't use any type of bow maker or anything like that. I just put them together. I am gonna fluff up the ribbon. Yeah, I'm going to just pull it out and just shape it, and also shape the tails as well, so it can look very full. And I will be putting it on the wreath. So what I have done is connect the bow to the wreath with the pipe cleaner, and I just set these pieces up on the wreath. I haven't glued anything down. I haven't made anything permanent yet. I just want to give it a good look and see how things would be just laying all the pieces there. So now I'm going to secure all the pieces onto the wreath, and I want to be able to use this wreath in years to come. I don't want anything to be permanent. So the way that I'm going to secure everything is with these pipe cleaners, and by wrapping branches of the wreath around some of these products. Now, as you can see right there, I put just a couple of dots on the gingerbread man to connect to the ribbon and to connect to one of the picks. But since those parts are not permanent, then them being glued together is okay, as long as nothing is permanently glued to my wreath. So I'm just going to go around here. It's pretty self-explanatory. I'm just taking the ornaments and I'm just wrapping those around with some of the small pipe cleaners that I cut, as well as the picks, just securing them to the wire frame. And I'm just going to do that all over the wreath. So here's the finished product, you guys. I am so happy with how it turned out. Everything has been hanging on the wreath securely, even though I did not have to super glue anything down. It's super festive, and I'm just so happy that it came out this way. I know for sure I would probably pay at the bare minimum $25 or more for something like this. So I'm just so happy that I was able to get the products and all the pieces for under 20 bucks. I hope I gave you guys some inspiration and you enjoyed today's video. Stay tuned for much more Christmas inspiration, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.